לך יהוה ישראל, ישראל, ילדו לך יהוה ישראל, ישראל, תשכח אותנו יהוה ישראל, ישראל, אל תשכח אותנו יהוה ישראל, ישראל, סלח לנו, סלח לנו, סלח לנו, סלח לנו, סלח לנו. לך יהוה ישראל, ישראל, ילדו לך יהוה ישראל, ישראל, סלח לנו, 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 סלח לנו. We're gonna praise Yahweh. 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 We're going to praise Yahweh. We're gonna praise Yahweh with all your soul and mind. Praise Yahweh with all your soul and mind. Praise Yahweh with all your soul and mind. Agoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Agoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Magoleno, Magoleno, Yoshevi Manachidu, Agoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Agoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Magoleno, Magoleno, Yoshevi Manachidu. Bagoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Bagoleni Yoshevi Manachidu, Bagoleno, Bagoleno, Yoshevi Manachidu. Aha. Hey. You got guns for peace, guns for war, but you never seen guns like these before. I said. You got guns for peace, guns for war, but you never seen guns like these before. We're going to praise Yahweh. 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 Now again. For the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the war came tumbling down. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the war came tumbling down. Little David, little David. Little David, he didn't but his son Solomon did. Little David, little David, little David, he didn't but his son Solomon did.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You may be seated. And I do believe that Chief Uziel has a special invited guest this day for the reading of the Psalms. Those Psalms being the 79th Psalm, the 121st Psalm, the 124th Psalm, and the 148th Psalm. So I ask that you all open up your books as he begins to get that person online, and we can start to do what we do. How was your lunch break? Everybody ate good? Y'all look well fed. And I just want to let y'all know, because a couple of people brought it to my attention, when I talked about Amos this morning, Ben Rosh Uziel, or my whole statement was in love. I appreciated everything that he said this morning. He studied, he applied himself, and that's what more of our young men and women need to do. And I did not mean to detract from anything that he said this day. Everything that he did was great, and I'm very proud of him. So, you know, as we begin to do these things, as we create the schedule and different people come up to speak, we ask that, you know, if you got something that you want to say before the Most High God, see Chief Uziel. You know, there's never too much praise to the Most High God. Whenever you're ready.
Are you there?
Yes. Hallelujah. Yes, I'm here.
Hallelujah.
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 I can hear some.
Hallelujah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Chief. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High Yah.
She wants to hear y'all. We ready for you.
Can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise to the Almighty Creator, Yahuwah, Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Yisrael. I would like to give honor to my husband, Barak El Zamer ben Yisrael. And I would like to give honor and praise honor to the founder and the leader of D.C.B, Prince Yeriel ben Saskar, and to all the elders, chiefs, both men and women, and brothers and sisters of honor in the house and online. Shabbat Shalom Lakam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you all for having me today. I'll now be starting Psalm 79. I'm a little nervous.
Take your time,
O Elohim, the heathen are come into thy inheritance. They have defiled thy holy temple. They have made Jerusalem into heat.
They have given the dead bodies of thy servants to be food unto the fowls of the heaven, the flesh of thy holy ones unto the beasts of the earth.
They have shed their blood like water around about Jerusalem, with none to bury them.
We are become a taunt to our neighbors, a scorn and derision to them that are round about us.
How long, O Yahweh, will thy be angry forever? How long will thy jealousy burn like fire?
Pour out thy wrath upon the nations that know thee not, and upon the kingdoms that call not upon thy name.
For they have devoured Yaakov, and laid waste to thy habitation.
Remember not against us the iniquities of our forefathers. Let thy compassion speedily come to meet us, for we are brought very low.
Help us, O Elohim, of our salvation, for thy sake, of thy glory, of thy name, and deliver us, and forgive our sins, for thy name's sake.
Wherefore should the nations say, where is their God? Let the vengeance of thy servants' blood that is shed be made known among the nations in our sight.
Let thy groaning of the prisoners come before thee, according to thy greatness of thy power, set free those that are appointed to death.
And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom their reproach wherewith they have reproached thee, O Yah.
So we that are thy people and thy flock of thy pasture will give thee thanks forever, and will tell of thy praise to all generations.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay. Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes into the mountains, from whence shall my help come?
My help coming from Yehovah, who made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Yisrael doth neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall keep thee from all evil. He shall keep thy soul.
Yahweh shall guard thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth and forever.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
If it had not been for Yahweh who was with us, let Israel now say,
if there had not been Yahweh for us, when men rose up against us,
then they have swallowed us up alive when their wrath was kindled against us.
then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our souls.
Then the proud waters had gone over our souls.
Blessed be Yahweh who has not given us as a prey to their teeth.
Our souls is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. The snare is broken, and we are escaped.
Our help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise thee, Yahweh, from the heavens. Praise thee from the heights.
Praise him all his angels, praise him all his hosts.
Praise ye him, sun and moon. Praise ye all ye stars of light.
Praise him, ye heavens of heavens, and ye waters that are above the heavens.
Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for he commanded, and they were created.
He has also established them forever and ever. He has made a decree which shall not be transgressed.
Praise Yahweh from the earth, ye sea monsters and all deep.
Fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind fulfilling his word.
Mountains and all hills, fruit trees and all cedars.
Beasts and all cattle, creeping things and winged fowl.
Kings of the earth and all people, princes and all judges of the earth.
Both young men and maidens, old men and children.
Let them praise the name of Yahweh, for his name alone is exalted. His glory is above the earth and heaven.
And he has lifted up a horn for his people, a praise for all his holy ones, even for the children of Yisrael, a people near unto him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Torah. Thank you all for having me and allowing me to speak among the congregation of the righteous. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'd like to say that I am so proud of all of you. You all are a light, and you all are an encouragement to all of us online. We are all in this together, and we are so glad that we have a place where we can hear the word of the Most High, see our brothers and sisters serving together, and see the unity and the love. And I would like to say, please don't lose it, because we need you and we need each other, and we hope, all my hopes and my prayers are with you. Glory, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And as we see, you know, we thank the Most High God for sisters like that. And you see that what we're doing here, our works, don't fall on deaf ears. That's right. We inspire people even when we think we're not inspiring people. Because not everybody has this where they're at. Some people are trying to serve God in places where they feel they're all by themselves. And now with the invention of the internet and, you know, video conferencing and all other different things going on, people can feel like they're part of something that's going on as the Most High God continues to bring his people back. While we was in the back, did I hear that Amunia was going to come up and say a song?
Save them for next week.
Next week?
Yes,
we're running out of time. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to ask that you all rise at this time as we continue with the history, even in the book of Kings, as I call up my brother, Chief Naphtali ben Dan ben Yisrael. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Blessed be.
Shabbat. piece of the keys.
That's good. Great. Did you like that?
First and foremost, giving all honor and glory to the God of our forefathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Man.
Showing respect to the leadership here at D.C.B. Respect to the fathers, the mothers, all of my sisters, all of my brothers. That rhyme. Children. I bid you in the my forefather, Shabbat, Shalom, Lakem.
Shabbat Shalom Lakem.
Torah Rabbah. How's everybody feeling today?
Oh.
Hallelujah. Yeah, it's been a rough week. Thank God for God. Thank God for his mercy. Thank God for his love. Thank God that he allows us to survive. I thank the Most High God that throughout the day I'm able to come home, open a door, lie in a bed, eat food, have a family to sit down and eat with. The Most High God is good. Those basic things of life we appreciate a lot more. As you know, we're dealing with a mad pharaoh right now.
Yes.
45, it don't get no crazier than 45. He's a mad pharaoh. He's like, you know. But I would say this. He validates us.
That's right.
He validates everything we've been saying about this country for so long.
That's right.
He validates the hypocrisy of America.
Yes.
He validates the stupidity that we've been teaching that this country actually practices. He validates it all. Because you made the biggest fool in the world your leader. To show that you aren't smart. Yeah, that's your president, that ain't mine. Yeah. So I would have taken Bush. Bring Bush back. Bring crazy Bush, exactly. Bring W back.
Right. Spelling bee Bush.
Yeah, spelling bee Bush. Bush that didn't know how to count and spell. But with that being said, you know, we're dealing with a lot of political scandal.
Right.
And based off what you read last week and what is going to go over, we're going to go over this week, there's a lot of bad politics in our nation. There's a lot of bad politics in our nation because there's a lot of bad characters in our nation. Even from righteous people. What we don't understand is just because one man is righteous, that don't mean the seed going to be right.
That's right.
God blessed him with that.
Yeah.
That's his gift.
Right.
That's what he earned.
Right.
It ain't genetic.
Talk about it.
Because if it was, then everybody that have a son would be good. Every son would be good. Every daughter would be good.
Moses' kids would have been excellent.
Shemuel was a very good man, very good prophet before God. Matter of fact, there's nothing that I've ever read about Shemuel that ever had a blemish on his record. But his sons were corrupt. Aharon got kids that didn't fare right. Eli's kids didn't fare right. David's son had him running around in Jerusalem for his life. And I want to say that our God is king, but our God is king. People are people. People come, the way they come with their ups, their downs, their good sides, their bad sides. So the only person that's worthy of that praise is the Most High God.
That's right.
Believe that. And he warned us about having kings. If you have a king, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling y'all now. He's going to tax y'all. He's going to make y'all fight wars. But if we do have a king, he has to be a balanced person.
Right.
And this is how they become balanced. They have to write in the book of the law every day. They can't multiply wives, they can't multiply horses, because the whole aspect of being a king is so that you can direct the people towards God.
Yes, sir.
Having a congregation don't make you a king.
Right.
Being a CEO of a company don't make you a king. Even being a parent in a house don't make you a king. If you don't follow the blueprint that God laid down, everything is of naught. And that's what we lose.
Right.
We think that we're the authority instead of y'all being the authority.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to read about some people. And I want y'all to get this. Everything that you read last week and everything you're going to read now, you know this is going on within one family.
Yes, sir.
One family. I know y'all think y'all family is tight.
Right.
Right? But ambition and power has no father.
That's right.
That's right.
They don't know nothing. They don't know no family. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful to always put the Most High God first, and to always make sure that regardless of what, that we are doing right by each other.
Hallelujah. That's right.
Because one thing that we have to learn, we got to learn how to be fair.
Absolutely.
And we got to learn how to be accountable.
Yes.
Because some of us, you know, what you read now is that, you know, David, in David's history, David created the Israelite empire. The reason why it was an empire, because he was not just in control of Jerusalem, but those wars that he fought, he was the master of those lands. He controlled Moab and Ammon. He controlled Edom. And he controlled Syria. And he fought long and hard years to gain control of those lands. In control of those lands, you know, you get taxation. Some of them are subject to go to war when you ask them. That's how those things work. But David earned it. Even though he was anointed, it took him a while before he actually got on the throne. So that means he had to go through a period of life where he was running. He sat under leadership. He was running through the land. He had to make pacts with the Philistines and then come back home because he was a fugitive of law, running from Saul. So he had to go through a lot. So when he gained his crown, he could appreciate it. He could value it. Not so with his sons. Sometimes your sons, they inherit all of the power and the glory and the prestige that you've earned. Right? You've earned it. Your blood, sweat, and tears earned it, and they just want it just off a principle of them being your son. You know, what's the difference between those people who work for their $1 million and those that hit the lotto? People that hit the lotto, they usually blow their money because they didn't earn it, so they don't know how to appreciate it when they get it, right? It was by chance. They got a blessing, got $5 million. But a person that grinded and worked hard and got their $5 million by blood, sweat, and tears, they're not blowing that because they understand what it took to get it. So a lot of people now, they're just sitting in positions of power. They haven't earned it. They don't know what it is to get it. If you check their resume, they were too busy smoking, drinking, doing what they want to do. Right? Without putting in the work to build God's nation. So therefore, what will happen is, you usually lose it because you don't know how to value it because you didn't work towards it. Right. Your resume doesn't speak to trying to bring these people together and trying to build a situation where we have a better economic structure for our people, a better understanding of who we are, closeness, strength, organization. That's not your forte. It may not be your forte. But for us to go further, we have to let God do the calling. God do the picking. God do the choosing. Because some of us are hung up on who we like and not who is right. Let's get into this portion right quick. You might read it, Moshe? Don't mess me up, man. I'm going to kill you, man. All right? Let's go.
No pressure whatsoever.
We had to listen. We had a good day today, man. Let's go.
1 Kings chapter 2, verse 1.
All right.
Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon, saying, his son, saying, Go the way of all the earth. I go the way of all the earth. But thou, strong therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his ordinances, and his testimonies, according to that which is written in the law of Moses.
David is dying, right? But he's going to his son, and first thing he's doing is defining manhood. I don't know if you ever got into an argument with a woman and she says, you ain't a man. The funny thing that happens with that is she don't know what a man is. She can't define it herself. She don't know what a woman is. Most of us can't define these things because a lot of our emotions are not rooted in the word of the Most High God. He's defining to his son what a man is, and he said a man is those people who keep God's word.
Hallelujah.
It's not a financial status.
Yes.
Right? Being a woman is not how well you cook or how well you put on your makeup.
Right.
It's all about righteousness. It's all about righteousness. Your womanhood is rooted in righteousness. Your manhood is rooted in righteousness. Because righteous people, regardless of gender, know how to act. You know how to treat people. And now he's in a position of power, so he's going to learn how to be a leader by being just, respectful, adherent to the words of his father, being right before the people of God. That's how he claims his manhood, right? Because before you can be a king, you got to be a man first. Before you lead anybody, you have to have some leadership or control of yourself. Self-control is primary before you want to control other people.
Say it again.
Do you have a sense of self-control?
Right.
Are you erratic and wild with your ways? Your decision-making? Mm-hmm. When you're in a relationship with somebody, even if you're in a friendship with somebody, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know a lot of things that you do affect the people that are around you. So the decisions that you make, you just can't make for yourself. You have to make for everybody in your circle. If I'm here at D.C.B, you know, and one night I decide to get drunk, you know, go into the gay bar, get into a fight, get arrested, you know, and I come out, whatever the case may be, I am a reflection of the people that are here. I am a reflection of my wife, my children, the brothers that knew me for years. Nah, Naf ain't do that. Naf, you don't want to think that I did it, but I got caught.
Right.
That's why your character is just not about you. It's about the people around you. You're upholding more than yourself. That's what a community is about.
Right.
I'm glad the sister said what she said, because it forces us to keep on our toes and our P's and our Q's. If you know that people are watching you, looking at you, expecting good to come out of you, then you'll be responsible for that good.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to treat people, close your damn door down. Close it down. Got so rough, my turban came off. Close your place down. Because we've been here for 400 years under the white man's thumb. We don't need no more oppression. We dealt with a crack epidemic, AIDS epidemic, all types of epidemics. We don't need no more oppression from God's people. We don't need no more oppression. We dealt with enough. So if you don't have the spirit to be good to your own kind, shut your place down, or God will do it for you. Tamshi.
That thou mayest prosper in all thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. Verse 4. That the Lord may establish his word which he spoke concerning me, saying, If thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, and a man on the throne of Israel. Moreover, thou knowest all what Joab the son of Zeruiah did unto me, even what he did to the 2 captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner the son of Ner, and unto Asmas the son of Jether.
All right. For the sake of emphasis, I just want to read this part over. If thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth, with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. But all of that is incumbent upon righteousness. It's not automatic. It's not that you just, because you David's seed, that you good. It's incumbent upon the fact that you adhere to the words of the Most High God. And moreover, thou knowest also what Joab the son of Zeruiah did unto me, even what he did to the 2 captains of the host of Yisrael, unto Abner the son of Ner, and to Amasa the son of Jether, whom he slew, and shed the blood of war in peace, and put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Now with that, Joab, David's nephew, killed 2 men that were promised peace by David. When you do that, what you do is destroy the integrity of the man that promised peace. Because now I look like a backstabber. I look like the cutthroat. Because you lost your life and the family's looking at me like I did something wrong when you went upon your own volition to make that happen. That's why it's also important to have the right people around you.
Yes.
Because listen, Joab fought battles. Joab helped to make this nation what it was. But if you don't listen, then what good are you?
Right. That's right.
If you don't listen, then what good are you? Because you're prone to do, a murderer is prone to do anything. And I know, I went through a situation, and the Most High God, out of every situation that I deal with, he deliver you out of the situation. But sometimes when you finish the situation, you ask, why did I go through this situation?
Right.
Why did you put me through this situation? It's something that I needed to see. I needed to stop believing that just because the cover is good, that the inside is okay as well. A lot of times, on paper, things look very beautiful. But time will tell you the heart, the inside of the person, the mind state that the person is dealing with to make you really understand what you're dealing with. Then you know if it's gold or if it's garbage. Because sometimes your fascination, you just see it. And you think because it is speaking well and it's talking well, or because the brother said that, I'm down for God, that it is what it is, but it's not what it is. See, a lot of us are wearing a fringe or a turban, or we come out the Shabbat, but our spirits are corrupt. Spirit is corrupt. You see, the essential of the Torah is what? It's a justice-based principle for man to do good to his fellow man. So a lot of us that believe in, I don't eat here, I don't do this, whatever, but our character towards one another, we might as well be swine eaters the way we treat one another. We might as well be swine eaters. Because our character, right? If the people that you deal with that say that they serve God, you don't value your own kind, then what's your worth? As I said before, we don't come out of slavery to be oppressed again. I need freedom. I need justice. I need equality. That shows me that you value me. I'm not saying praise, honor, put me on the pedestal. I'm saying value. It's a difference. I don't need all of the accolades. Value is different. Value means that I know that when you give me your word and your word is your bond, that you won't keep your word. And that you don't go back on your word because you allow somebody to speak in your ear and have a change of heart. I know that you, like me, go say, walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. I know that's what you're about. You mean what you say. That you want to see the good of your own people. Brother, if we can't get along with doing certain things, that don't mean we have to be enemies. Right. You don't have to be vile towards me because we had a disagreement. You don't have to spit venom on my name.
Talk about it.
Because we don't see things the same way anymore. Right. Or we had a problem and couldn't find a certain level of resolution. Now I'm the worst thing in the world. Right. That ain't Torah. Not at all. That ain't Torah. You could go face the east all you want. Hallelujah, Psalm 75, turn to this portion, whatever. All you want. That's not Torah. Go eat a ham sandwich, man. Go eat the ham sandwich, man. Go eat the ham sandwich. Right. Because in the practical sense of doing law, those things are good, right? But our engagement is what's going to get us further in life.
That's right.
How we treat one, that's what's going to get us further. That's what's going to get us into a remnant. Get us salvation before God. Tamshi.
Verse 6. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his whole head go down to the grave in peace, but show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at thy table, for so they drew nigh unto me when I fled from Absalom thy brother.
I always wonder why he's telling him to do good according to your wisdom, and then he's telling him what to do. So, because he's his Abba. No, what happens is you want to teach people how to think. Right? It's not enough that I instruct you and tell you what to do, but he wants to tell them what's right, and he wants them to understand that what I'm telling you is right. Sometimes parents are just like, I'm commanding you, so you better do what I say. No, I'm telling you this, but look at the wisdom of what I'm saying. And it's going to explain itself, because there's things that Joab did that he's like, listen, if you don't kill this dude, you're going to have problems, man. It's just a wise thing to do. If you don't check this situation, you're going to have problems. Because you're getting ready to control this whole nation, and people have ambitions. People don't care about your life when it comes to their power. They don't care about that. They'll find a way to poison your food. That's why most leaders get assassinated. Because they don't care. And they get assassinated by people close to them.
That's right.
Taken out by the people closest to you. Like Julius Caesar, his best friend stabbed him in the back first, right? You too, Brutus? Yeah. Yeah, Brutus. Brutus stuck you first because he was the one that was closest to you. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai, the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at that table, for so they drew nigh unto me when I fled from Absalom thy brother. Which is also important. When people are loyal to you, man, show that loyalty back.
That's right.
Show that loyalty back. Because there's nothing that you can think of when people were shooting you down, throwing your name in the mud, and people stuck by your side. Reward those people, man. Because God hates people that turn face on loyalty, man.
Right.
He hates that. He hates that. If I'm loyal, I deserve that respect that I was loyal.
Right.
That I stuck by you.
Yes.
Whether it was a friendship, marriage, leadership, whatever the case may be, loyalty should be respected. Because everybody don't have that.
Right.
And let me tell you what happens when you reward the cutthroats, the liars, the thieves. What do you think? You get more of that behavior.
Right.
Because you're enabling that behavior. You're saying, it's okay. I forgive you. Yeah. You spit on my name. You threw dirt on my name. You stabbed me in the back 5 times, whatever the case may be. But you cool.
Right.
But you were loyal for 35 years.
Yeah. Snake charmer eventually gets bit.
Exactly. It's your handiwork. All of them people that stick their face in the lions and say, eventually it's going to happen.
The Crocodile Dundee dude.
Yeah, it was going to happen. The other dude got stabbed by the stingray.
Yeah, that's got.
It's going to happen. Don't take fire into your bosom, brothers and sisters. Right. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Tumshik.
Verse 8. And behold, there is with thee Shimei, the son of Gera, the Benjamite of Bahurim, who cursed me with a grievous curse in the day when I went to Machanaim. But he came down to meet me at the Jordan, and I swore to him by Yahweh, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword, now therefore hold him not guiltless, for thou art a wise man, and thou wilt know what thou oughtest to do unto him, and thou shalt bring his whole head down to the grave with blood.
It's the saying. He's saying you're a wise man, you're going to know what to do, but you're going to kill him.
But you're going to kill him.
Yeah. Now I want to concentrate on this man for a second. You know, this is the man that when David, this is why you have to watch people. You got to watch people in their hypocrisy and their backstabbing ways, right? David's running from his own son, and you pick this time at my weakest point to kick me while I'm down. And that's what people do. They want to kick you when you're down. Don't, and you don't even do that to just a grown man. You don't throw rocks at a grown man. Right? I'm not responsible. He was not responsible for Saul's death, nor the death of Saul's sons.
Right.
As you read, Saul brought that down in his own head. Saul chose not to listen when David wasn't around. He lost the throne way before David even came into power.
Right.
So he accused, and you know, this people, because it was a Benjamite thing, you know, a lot of times it's influenced. The thing about politics is that when you're close to a certain family, you get influenced by that family, you don't have that prestige no more. You want to blame the person that's responsible. You think is responsible for throwing on that prestige. He blames David. So when David got the throne again, here he comes back kissing David's behind. Oh, you know that incident before? You know, you could bury that. That wasn't, you know. Said, nah. And you know why you have to deal with people like that? Right. Because they do it again. That's right. And again. And that's their MO. That's their makeup. Yeah. Their makeup is when you're doing good and everything is well and you got the power, I'm on your side. But the minute you hit the ground, you're nothing in their eyes. Deal with people like that. This is telling you your life. You got to deal with people like that. You know, I go to my job, right? And, you know, there's people that they don't like me. And they don't like me not because I'm bad. It's because of a certain level of integrity that I have. Let me tell you something. I got into a conversation this week, right? And we were talking about, you know, one of my employment specialists, he pulled me to the side. He just wanted to have a conversation. He's like, you know, this is something that I'm dealing with regarding, you know, all of this gossip. He said, I don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel gossip. I don't feel that energy, whatever the case may be. And we got into a long conversation. And I said, you know, what I try to do is, if there's something to be done, I just try to do what needs to be done. That's always been me. Like, you know, this is the goal. This is what we need to do. Yeah. Let's just do it. Because what we do is we get caught up in opinion and emotion and blame. And I said, we got to be careful because our people culturally come from a blame culture. Right. We come from a point the finger. It ain't my fault. I didn't do it. It was Charlie. It was this. Master, go and do something. That's our culture. We've developed a bad culture like that. And we bring that culture to congregations, workplace, even our own families. Pointing the finger. If you got kids and your kids start to squeal, punish who needs to be punished, but punish them for not having an integrity enough to be honest about certain things. Like sometimes you have to stand up and be strong when it comes to being accountable and not quickly go, so-and-so did it. Oh, no. Some parents be like, well, wasn't you supposed to be watching them? Like everybody's at fault because all of y'all messed up. Because y'all not looking after each other. And you go to these, you know, sometimes in this corporate world, people so afraid of losing their jobs. I said, you know what? The spirituality comes into play. Some things people don't worry about. You believe more in being righteous, right, than pleasing master. That's more important. Because the job is important. You got to eat, you got to live. I understand that. But your integrity as an individual has to come into play somehow. And in this country, they taught us not to have integrity. Word up. That money means more than righteousness. Don't mean more than righteousness. Because with righteousness, I could always have more. I'll be taken care of.
Right.
But if I'm dirty and I'm a backstabber and I'm squealing and I'm telling them, blaming stuff on people that ain't their fault, you wind up having these issues because you wind up being that person like nobody want to deal with you no more because that's you. You so worried about not being responsible and not having accountability for your actions that you're pointing the finger at everybody. So when it comes to individuals who are in your life that they may have a problem with you, please understand this, brothers and sisters, that's their problem.
You got it.
I understand. I mean, I love being liked. It's nice. It's good, man. I love being liked. Love being loved. But I'm not dependent on, I can't depend. I have to depend on being right first. And if my righteousness before God is compliant with you liking me, that's beautiful. But if it's not, I'm going to still stay righteous. Because it's very important.
Very important.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know whether your insight towards God has changed. I know mine hasn't changed. And I'm not in any way trying to individualize myself or lift myself up above anybody. But clearly understand I'm responsible for my relationship with God the same way you're responsible for yours. And you have to keep your relationship with God good and tight. Like every relationship you have. Your relationship with God is very important. And it is a relationship. You have to do good by the Most High God for him to bless you, for him to sustain you.
Yeah.
When I leave out the house every morning, I ask God to protect me on my way out and bring me back in safety.
Yeah.
But I can't go out there putting myself in jeopardy and asking God to protect me. That makes no sense. I got to do my part. And righteousness is our part. Let's continue.
Verse 10. And David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Yisrael were 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And Solomon sat upon the throne of David his father, and his kingdom was established firmly. Then Adoniah, the son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon. And she said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably. He said, Moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, Say on.
Now, before I even get into this portion, you know, some people don't stop.
Yes. Don't know when to quit.
Some people don't know when to quit.
Yes, sir.
Some people don't know, and this is what we all have to learn. We have to learn. We have our times, we have our back, but we got to learn when to stop.
Right.
We got to learn. I got away with my life. I attempted to do something. God spared me.
Yes.
TMH YAH. His mercy is great.
Yes.
He don't even think like that.
Right.
He's waiting for another opportunity. Tumshi.
15. And he said, Thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and that all Yisrael set their faces on me, that I should reign. Howbeit, the kingdom is turned about and is become my brother's, for it was his from Yahweh. And now I ask.
Hold on. Did you hear what this man is saying?
Right.
He's saying he's giving God the respect that Solomon got the throne by God, but saying it was his at the same time. You got to watch these bipolar, crazy characters, man.
Double talk.
Watch these double talkers. Thou knowest the kingdom was mine. Right? And this is the politics that all Israel set their faces on me. Who cares?
Right.
Just because you're the most liked don't mean that you're the most responsible.
Right.
Please understand that. Just because that everybody around here think that you cool,
Right.
don't mean that you're the person that's qualified for the job.
Yes, sir.
This is us.
Yes.
This is how politics have to be destroyed in our nation, because we start believing in people who we like instead of people who are qualified to do God's work.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
When Jethro told Moses, man, you can't do this by yourself, man. You need help. You need people to help you out.
Right.
Then God said, the thing that your father-in-law said that Jethro said was good.
It's good. Yeah.
Get people to help you with this work. But this is the criteria for their work. I've never read they have to be popular. Not that being popular is bad. It's not that it's bad. Popularity is very good. And it works sometimes in your favor. But that's not the criteria. But this is what they believe in now. They become sons of popularity and not sons of righteousness. So as we're here, as we're building, please understand something. It's good, your friendships are good, your family is good, but righteousness is the core of what we are. Yes. Righteousness is the core of any organization that proclaims to be righteous before God. That's the essence of what we do. Torah is the most valued thing here. Torah should be what elevates a man. Not who your father is. Not how much money you got. Not your name in the streets. Right. It should be Torah.
That's right.
That should count.
That should govern.
And if you don't know how to establish order according to Torah, ask somebody. Time sheet.
16. And now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, say on. And he said, speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay, that he give me Abishag the Shunammite to wife. And Bathsheba said, well, I will speak for thee unto the king. 19. Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon to speak unto him for Adoniah. And the king rose up to meet her, and bowed down unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused the throne to be set for the king's mother, and she sat on his right hand. Then she said, I ask one small petition of thee, deny me not. And the king said unto her, ask on, my mother, for I will not deny thee. And she said, let Abishag the Shunammite be given to Adoniah thy brother to wife. And King Solomon answered and said unto his mother, and why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adoniah?
Amen. Tough sheet.
Ask for him the kingdom also, for he is mine elder brother, even for him and for Eviatar the priest, and for Joab the son of Zeruiah. Then King Solomon swore by Yahweh, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if Adoniah have not spoken this word against his own life.
You have to watch the deceiver and the manipulator in your life. Right. He went through the back door, talked real nice to his mom, like, listen, please. Because he's not going to deny you. Right. And he's already saying, don't deny me, before they even tell you what the thing was. Please don't deny me. Listen. Like, you know, I had all this stuff, and all, like it's a small thing. Yeah, all I ask for is Abishag. Now, what that does is, by him having David's widow or wife, symbolically gives him an influence amongst the people, like he was chosen to be king again. So he's basically making another move on the throne. It's politics. Like you see, I got his, you know, so then the talk is going to start. And then Shalom always seen this, and forgive Bathsheba, she's just, she don't understand these things. So she's, you know, looking at, that's why you got to watch these compassionate hearts that come before you crying about what they did. And please, and you acting, come on. And you were whoremonger and adulterer and thief and all stuff, and you crying and chill. Let the facts speak. And listen, I have sympathy for you. I have sympathy for you. In my heart, I have to listen. I understand. But the facts have to speak. Let the truth speak. Let the record reflect. Yeah. Because you know what we do, you know, a lot of times people, they always want to get their word out first, right? Come on. Something happened. Yeah, and he did this, and they go through the episode and cry, and I'm sad, but the matter comes out afterwards. And sometimes it takes time. That's why I love the portion that Michael did this morning. Don't worry about that, because you know there's people that hate my guts, that talk about me real bad, but there's nothing I can do about that. Time will testify against everything that I did, good or bad.
That's it.
And you will see it.
Yeah.
If you want to know who's wrong in the situation and we don't have the judgment or the heart to do it, let time testify, because God is the controller of that time. And then you will understand, wow, okay, whatever. You probably forgot about it until you saw the situation. Like, wasn't that the same one that said that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Same person.
Yeah.
Same character. Because God knows us. They say if you want to really find out what a lie is about, or you want to know if a person is lying, just ask them questions. And it's hard because your friend is talking to you. You want to be supportive of your friend,
right?
Your homeboy, your homegirl, and you know them, and they start talking and stuff, and But if you ask them a question, they may get offended.
Right.
They get offended at you. That how would you ask me something like, I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. And if they start getting okay, clearly you understand that everything is not on the up and up.
Right.
So this dude that's trying to be shady and shaky, in Israel, I understand that we live in a society with people that behave like this. We grew up with people that behave like this. We got people in our family that behave like this. The reason why I go so hard some things when I'm up here is because I don't want our children to start thinking that those behaviors are okay anymore. For too long, we shut our face to things that we saw that were wrong.
Talk about it.
And our kids start to adapt those behaviors.
Right.
The little sneaky, backstabbing, underhanded behaviors that they think is okay because Ima and Abba do it. Or they see other people that got the title chief and prince do it. Captain that do it. Or even brother, sister, so-and-so, or even elder that do these things.
Speak the truth.
For instance, I'm going to hurt a lot of feelings with this, but, in our society, we were very big on parents, elders, and you better respect your elders and stuff like that. Now, what that situation happens, the situation happening is kids don't have an outlet, right? They don't have an outlet to plead their case when corruption happens.
Right.
Predators come around, know that that's a practice, right? In your household, and then it's your uncle or your auntie that's molesting you.
Yeah.
And you can't say nothing. And they'll tell you, you better not say nothing.
Come on, bro.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
So that young lady or young man, life is destroyed because of a baseless principle that people don't understand. That's not what God is talking about.
Right.
Everything is incumbent upon righteousness.
Come on.
Listen, sisters, don't let no man be smacking you up, beating you up, sending you to the hospital, talking about God said so. God did not say that.
What you said.
That's what you say.
Right.
And the reason why we have this is we have disconnects in our household. That feminism thing killed us. I'll get to that another time. But you got disconnect in your household. And let me tell you what happens when you have a disconnect in your household. When you took a woman in the past, she had people. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't dare put your hands on her because to get her, you have to talk to her people. You have to talk, even when she gets divorced, she goes back to her people. She ain't out there independent on her own. She got people. So you're accountable to what you do to this lady. Can't deal with her anyway. Because that was a part of the contract. Bro, you married my daughter. If you ain't good with her, then give her back. Send her back home. Don't beat her in the bed and bury her in the backyard. She got brothers. She got uncles. Right? It's because we're independent, we suffer. And let me tell you something. What they're doing to our black women now, our black women are going to be going through hell for the next 50 years. From this government. Black men are already dead. They say either we're incarcerated gay or whatever. Right, and they're trying to do the same thing with our sisters. And then our kids are going to be walking around no parenting.
Right.
They're killing us slowly. But they taking one at a time. We're going to get them. We're going to take time and we're going to get them. We're going to get them to think a certain way, act a certain way. See, I can't blame black on crack crime totally on white folks. I can't blame them. Because I don't see what's in my character, right? To me, to see my brother and kill him over something futile. If my life is not threatened, If I'm killing you because of a color across the street or whatever, I can't see us doing that. I can't see me doing that. So we got to own that. That ain't nobody's fault but us. Tumshi, let's finish this out.
24. Now therefore, as Jehovah liveth, who has established me and set me on the throne of David my father, and who has made me a house, as he promised, surely Adoniah shall be put to death this day. And King Solomon sent by the hand of BINAH, the son of Jehoiada, and he fell upon him so that he died.
Now, I have a book called Execution. Ironically, the strategy or the process of getting things done. He killed him. He had to kill him, and he couldn't hesitate to kill him because he would not stop. He's not going to change, right? He feel like this is his. He feel like this is his for the taking, and the problem is he has enough support to do it. So I want to have this conversation with you right now concerning us and our nature. You know, Korah, Dathan and Abiram, they rose up against Moses, right? And they rose up against Moses, you know, first they some of the legends say that they started wearing like a separate color, like they were their own gang, you know. So Moses got their thing and Aaron got their thing, but we're going to rock this color. And we're going to have our own things going on. And that's why it got to a point where we want to do sacrifices too. We want to be in that position too. Who made you the boss? X, Y, and Z. So that begins to happen amongst the people. But the problem is, it's not just them. It's the people that support them. Right. It's the people that give them ammunition to do the garbage that they do. And Israel was supporting Korah. Israelites were supporting Korah and his folly, and they were confused about which side of the fence to be on. After all Moses did, after all you saw, now you're confused. There are people that go through situations, right? Right. Stuff may happen between people, and this is what happened. Clearly understand that law would be on one side, the Torah would be on one person's side, and against the other person. But because of your conflict and moral conflict within you, you are confused about which side of the fence you should be on. Right. And this happens. Should I side with my friend? Or you don't got to side with nobody. Side with God. Right. That's what we clear up. God gives the answer every time. I understand, I'm cool with you, I'm down with you, you loan me money 5 times, everything is good. But what you did was wrong. Plain and simple. Yes, it's hard because we're not taught to make decisions like that. We're taught to make decisions based on who we're connected with, who we cool with, stuff like that. But we have to, that's what courage is. That's why he's telling his son to be a man. Because, man, you're going to have to kill your own brother. You're going to have to kill Joab, your family member. You're going to have to kill these people. And it's a hard decision. It's not an easy decision. Sometimes you want to you have to beat your child. It's a hard decision sometimes. Right. But sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you got to cut people off. It's a hard decision, but you have to do it. Talk about it. You have to do it. Or else you sacrifice yourself. So sometimes you have to make these hard decisions. And life comes with hard decisions.
It does.
I clearly understand, man. I go through so much, but what it is the blessing of Torah is not that you don't go through problems. Torah teaches you how to deal with the problems that you have. Because this man David had a bunch of issues. He had a lot of problems. But he died a peaceful death. He died being able to charge his son with responsibility. He died having a nation intact and strong. Tumshi, let's finish it out.
26. And unto Abiathar the priest said the king, get thee to Anatot, unto thy own fields, for thou art deserving of death. But I will not at this time put thee to death, because thou didst bear the ark of Yahweh God before David my father, and because thou was afflicted in all wherein my father was afflicted. So Solomon thrust out Abiathar from being priest unto Yahweh, that the word of Yahweh might be fulfilled, which he spoke concerning the house of Eli in Shiloh.
I want to make a quick point about Abiathar. So I know we believe, and it's true, that the king and the priesthood, they shouldn't have the authority of the priesthood. Because you remember when Azariah tried to breathe incense in the temple, he got plagued with leprosy. So there's some things you just can't do. So I know you're saying, well, how can Shalom will tell him that he can't be a priest anymore? Abiathar, when he became political, he gave up his priesthood. You can't have it both ways. You know, if you're either going to be a priest of the Most High God, or you're going to be a politician. He chose politics. Right. So therefore, his priesthood in essence is forfeited. Tumshi.
Verse 28. And the tidings came to Joab, for Joab had turned after Adoniah, though he turned not after Absalom. And Joab fled unto the tent of Yahweh, and caught hold on the horns of the altar. And it was told King Solomon, Joab is fled unto the tent of Yahweh, and behold, he is by the altar. Then Solomon sent to BINAH, the son of Jehoiada, saying, go fall upon him.
Dun, dun, dun. We're going to stop there and continue. Same bat time, same bat channel for next week. But this is suspenseful because those of you who know the story, what happened, but I'm going to get into some of the politics of why Joab decided that he felt that he didn't want to die. Because a lot of people who are tough, they're afraid to die, you know. But I'm gonna get into the essence of why his mentality was like that. But thank you for your time, brothers and sisters. I hope you got something out of what was said. And keep on keeping on. Torah Yah for life, health, and strength. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Next week, and just finish that part out. Pick it up from there. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Blessed be Yahweh, our King. Thank you, the Most High God, for my brother Chief Naphtali Ben Don, and thank you, Yahweh, for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that He has granted him. At this time, we're going to begin to close out with the prayers that are set aside, or the blessing that is set aside for the ending of the service. Wa daber Yahweh el Moshe lemor, daber el Aharon we el Benal lemor, ko tavarku et bnei Yisrael amor lahem. Hey, Yahweh spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aharon and unto his son, saying, on this watch ye shall bless the children of Yisrael, ye shall say unto them, Yivareka Yahweh Yishmareka, Ya'ir Yahweh Panawaleka Wikuneka, Yisa Yahweh Panawaleka Yasem Leka Shalom. May Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. May Yahweh make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. May Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and may he grant thee peace. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, Bequacho. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Big Borrow Tile.
Hallelujah. Fuero Godo.
Hallelujah, Betechwa Shofar.
Hallelujah. Bewekino.
Hallelujah, Batofu Macho.
Hallelujah. Emine we o God.
Hallelujah, Betzuk Tale Shama.
Hallelujah. Betel Tale Teroa.
Kohan Shama.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Please be seated for announcements. For the people online, like I wrote on the text, anybody online that would like to do what the elder did today, Ima Havared, basically we have to know you, we have to co-sign for you, because we're not just going to let anybody that we don't know to come on the airwaves and speak. But basically we know most of the people online. Just shoot us a text at 347-622-9090, and we'll look into it for everybody that would like to do that, so we could get our people online more involved. Also, don't forget your donations. Your donations are definitely needed in order for us to continue to do what we're doing. So if you would like to send any donations, you can start with our super chat. It's the $ that's on the bottom of the chat on the YouTube chat. Just press that and you could donate that way. And I don't have my Ozzy here to show me who is donating. I need my boy. You know, I give him a hard time, but I see right here, Marsha and Kenya. All right. Marsha Yisrael and Kenya Hampton, thank you for your donation. Can you please look at that for me at least? Thank you. And for the people also, you could donate on PayPal, info@baitdcb.org. Also on our website, www.baitdcb.org. On the homepage on the lower left-hand side, you could donate through Visa and MasterCard. Yes, sir. What's the other two names?
Marsha Yisrael.
Uh-huh.
Kenya Hampton.
Kenya Hampton. All right, More Irania. And Kashum Levy. And Gavret Kasquia, we thank you for your donation that you constantly send us. We received it, and I'm handing it to the treasurer right now. Gavret Kasquia down in North Carolina, I believe. So everybody that continues to help us. Also, remember that on May 27th, we're having a dinner dance. On May 26th, also the Unity Shabbat. For those people online who would like to contribute and might not be able to be here, you said you just want to buy a ticket just to support. We accept that.
Yes.
Buster Styles, thank you for, that's their name. And Rishon Yisrael, congratulations to Rishon and Naomi Bat Yisrael also. Thank you for your donation. To our brother Rishon, and what's the sister's name? Huh? Ophelia. Thanking them for their donations. Yamima Prescott, thank you for your donation. Thanking the Most High God for their new addition to their family. He had a baby girl, I believe, this morning or last night, or one or the other. So we thank the Most High God for their lives. Kaya Baker, thank you for your donation. So to everyone that's out there, let's give them a hand. I know she's probably still in the hospital. Blessed be. So I'm going to try to get it with Tamar to try to do that Eventbrite, how to sell tickets through Eventbrite. How you do that? To set that up?
Yes, I have the registration. You just can add it.
I just can add it. You got the Eventbrite?
Only thing you got to remember is that if you go through Eventbrite, there may be a surcharge for using Eventbrite for your ticket.
It's okay. We just trying to get our people involved. Our people that are not going to be able to make it, or even if you're going to be able to make it, you could buy tickets through Eventbrite. Said, you know what? I want to support my congregation. And although I'm not going to make it, I'm going to give them that donation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ticket or donation. But buy a ticket so that we could accomplish what we're really trying to accomplish, which is buy our own building that we could call our own. All right, so we in that process. So we got 250 tickets printed. So we need these tickets. Can you pass me that bag right there before brothers run out? I got the tickets here for brothers, Bavakasha, and sisters that might want to sell. We need you sisters to be involved too. Don't just say, oh, my Ish is going to take care of it and your Ish don't take care of it. Yeah, because he got to come out of his pocket, because whoever don't sell their tickets got to eat the tickets. Because we all have responsibilities we all have a certain amount of responsibility for the place, so everybody has to be responsible to sell a certain amount of tickets. So I made this for Dawid, but it seems like Dawid went back to the West Coast. I thought he was going to be here. El Quan, he be back Monday? All right, Quan, where's Quan at? I got here for Quan. Brother Yosef, where's Yohanan-san? Thank you, Yohanan-san. I don't want to hear it. It's not my problem. Captain Elimelech, maybe his wife could grab it for. Chizar is not here right now. Morirania. Prince Benjamin. Chief Benjamin is in Cincinnati. Chief Meku, he didn't make his great escape. Oh, even if he did. Hold that for y'all. Samaz Akar. Well, however you do it, brother. So.
They said 5 tickets. Chief Food.
Kane.
You have the numbers, right?
Yeah, I got all the numbers.
Okay, well, I'm going to give the numbers to all the brothers.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. More Yiftat. Chief Abib.
Bingo!
Chief Koha. Prince Zeriel. Where Prince Zeriel at? And Chief Okwana. I know I'm missing some people. Brother Yosef, where you at? I got them here, but they wasn't here. Brother Yosef. Brother Yosef. And everybody online that wants to contribute. We're going to set up that Eventbrite account. And you could, because we got 250. So we need to make this money. Prince Jediel. And hold on. You got a couple more here that you got to take to some people. Nah, yes. We all got to get involved in this one. Prince Jediel. All right, any sisters would like to sell tickets? Would like to hold on to, where's Samal's our card?
I'll take it.
All right. Don't forget them, man. Come on, all right. Heath Ziria, a.k.a. Heath, is having a 13th birthday party. I could joke with Meku about this, but this is an inside joke. April 15, 2018, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Gamelli Event Space, 788 Rogers Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. RSVP to Meku, and y'all know his number. Prince of the Congas, Heath. So tomorrow is going to be on. So everybody come out and celebrate with our young brother. Where he at? When is his birthday? Tonight, right? The 19th, so he don't dance yet. All right. So the 19th, it's his birthday, but tomorrow he will be celebrating. Amen. So everybody come out. Once again, that address is Gamelli Event Space, 788 Rogers Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. All the people online, you invited because Meku got a lot of money, so it's going to be a lot of food and drink. There's going to be food and drinks, and everything is on Meku. Everything is on Meku. Adults could come out too. You want to come and eat and drink, you come out and eat and drink. Everything is on Meku. Don't worry about stuff running out. You would have done the same thing to me. Any other announcements? More Yiftop. Hey, let's not forget our Unity weekend. We got to push. We got to push. We got to push. It's down to the wire. We could get this done, but it involves all of us. We need sisters also to get involved. Take some of these tickets. Anybody need tickets to buy, you could come see me. You know what I'm saying? I already got basically my tickets sold, but we got a bunch of tickets here left. So anybody, you want some tickets? All right, so we got Sister Tamar who's going to take some tickets. Captain Elimelech going to take some tickets. Oh, Yesha got it. I gave it to Yesha. So I'm going to give Sister Tamar. Chief O'Connor, can you put 181 to 190 for Sister Tamar? 181 to 190. That's 10 tickets. All right. That's it. Any other announcements? More Yiftach has an announcement, and then we could get out of here. You need a ticket? What's that? That's an event?
Multi Shabbat Shalom Lakem. For those who are still listening. So just so everybody knows, you know, one thing we can't forget is that Shavuot is like 5 weeks away. We didn't even count the old man tonight. But May 20th of 2018, we will be here for Shavuot. So everybody just please be prepared for that day. It will be a double holy day. It will be Shabbat, and then that Yom Rishon, we will be here for Shavuot. So just please keep that in mind for everybody who does not know. Also, as we know, Unity Weekend is May 26th and May 27th of 2018, which is the following weekend. For those who don't know, we will be at the Restoration, which is 1368 Fulton Street. We will be in the amphitheater, which is in the big tent. We'll continue to develop. I've been told that you sisters have everything together concerning the food and that y'all getting the menu together. So if there's anything that's needed, let's please not wait till the last minute to ask for these things. Please speak to Chief Elquana in advance so that we can have everything that we need. Does everybody know what the color theme is for Unity Weekend? Royal blue and white?
Royal blue and white.
Yikes. Royal blue and white is the theme for Unity Weekend.
You know what I mean? We gotta wear white shoes.
And the next day at our studios, we have confirmed the spot, the Dinner Dance, the Cultural Night of Elegance. We'll be at 100-17 Atlantic Avenue. Please make sure that you are in attendance. Chief Uziel has diligently made these tickets and have been promoting it. Please continue to promote it. Please continue to sell your tickets. Anybody who sees me, you ain't got to have all your money at once. You can give me a deposit. I'll take it. Just make sure you understand all deposits are non-refundable by me. Also, at Congregation Mount Horeb, they present the first pre-Mother's Day brunch, Sunday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., May 6, 2018, at 1042 Reverend James A. Polite Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10459. They have an email address up here and a phone number for anybody who wants tickets. Oh, yes, tickets. Contribution is $15 for singles, $25 for a couple. Anybody who needs this information, please see Guevara with her name up in the back.
So she's selling tickets, so let's support.
Also, I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead. No.
Also, just so we know, for Rabbi Matthew's commemorative weekend this year, we are hosting the Erev Shabbat. So for all of those who want to be involved, I'm forgetting the exact date, and unfortunately I was sent a text and I can't remember what it was. Please bear with me. Okay. The Israelite community is June 26th. The Israelite community will be featuring a theatrical stage play called Yehudi, written by Brother Robert Azriel Devine this summer during Chief Rabbi Wentworth Matthews' commemorative weekend in June of 2018. The book of Yehudi, as we know, can be found in Apocrypha. The first cast meeting will be on Sunday, April 15th, 2018, which is tomorrow. The location will be at Beit Elohim Congregation at 189-31 Linden Boulevard, Jamaica, New York. If you're interested in being an extra in the play or have any questions, concerns regarding the play or production, please be in direct contact with Brother Azrael at 347-316-5294. So I ask that we all continue to support what's going on there. Does anybody else have any other announcements? We good? All right. Motzai Shabbat Shalom Lakam.
Donations and obligations. See Chief Elquana.
See Chief Elquana.
Yeah.